Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, it's certainly a complicated storm system just for the simple fact that it has really a wide variety of precipitation. It's not an all-out snowstorm. For a time, it does turn into a rainstorm. A lot of wind, and how much rain, how much snow you get, really location dependent. So a lot to cover. Let's get started first. Taking a look at where the storm is located now. It's nice and dry here in the northeast for now in New England, but notice on the bottom of your TV set, you see the leading edge of the precipitation starting to creep north, developing storm system now coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, there is nothing scattered here, just a load of moisture, both snow and blue, ice and pink, and the green and yellows indicate some rain. Developing area of low pressure storm will track in this general direction and intensify rapidly. If you have a barometer at home that measures air pressure, it'll fall rapidly tomorrow, indicating that the storm offshore is getting stronger. What that'll do is enhance the precipitation, whether it's snow or rain, and really crank up the wind as well. All right, here's the timetable, starting between roughly 4 and 7 a.m. and then changing to sleet and then all rain by noontime. Now, for several hours tomorrow morning, it will snow very hard. I'm thinking sometime between roughly 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning. Could actually come down at the rate of 1 inch per hour just before the change to sleet and rain. Mostly snow northwest, less the further south and east you go. I'll show you that accumulation map again. Strong winds, especially the coastline, and looking at the rain mixture tomorrow evening, going back to some light snow late tomorrow night, and then winding down Friday morning. Messy commute tomorrow morning, especially the latter part of the commute tomorrow evening, and perhaps even into Friday morning, even though the storm will be moving out. Delays and cancellations, localized street flooding, storm drains that are clogged by ice and snow. It rains, the water has nowhere to go but up, so be aware of that. Isolated power outages possible in some of these strong wind gusts, and really big impacts on travel, whether it's plane, trains, and automobiles. Downtown Providence clouding up, cold but dry, temperature at 23. So the atmosphere initially is cold enough to support all snow at the start, even along the south shore, but eventually milder air gets drawn into the storm system. So you can see the canopy of clouds in advance of the storm, but staying dry. The storm really wrapping up and intensifying south and east of Nantucket. So initially it's cold, but the storm eventually draws in milder air off the ocean and tugs it back, and it pulls it back towards the west. So we start to see a gradient between cold and snowy on one side and mild and rainy on the other side. And where this all sets up will determine whether or not you get a lot of rain or a lot of snow or both. But we'll show you the breakdown right now, getting in real close. Everybody starts as snow. And eventually the snow, Providence Point, south and east, going over to a mix, and then eventually rain. North and west, it goes from snow to sleet to a little bit of rain. And the further north and west you go, it's mostly snow. So just based on that, higher totals north and west, not as much the further south and east you go. From roughly south and east of Warwick towards the south shore, this light blue area, 1 to 3. And a lot of this will actually wash away. Just to the north of that, 3 to 6 inches. It includes Providence Metro, Kent County, Warwick, West Warwick, Cranston, Coventry, Pawtucket, and then northwest Rhode Island, Foster, Gloucester, Pasco, Harrisville, North Cumberland, North Smithfield, on the order of 5 to 8. If the change to rain is quicker, then we stay more towards the 3. If the change to rain is slower, then we lean more towards the 4, 5, and 6. Same deal up here. If the change to rain is quicker, it's more like 5. If it's slower, it's more like 8. So that's why we give a general range. Regardless, you know, the totals are not excessive or mind-blowing, but certainly some accumulations, and then you throw rain on top of all this, and it's a real mess. So the red warning light for tomorrow morning for extra travel, wet snow and sleet, 28 to 34, goes over to heavy rain, big puddles, and some localized street flooding in the afternoon. Temperature between roughly 32 and 37. High impact on roads and air travel. Closings possible. So far, Providence and Cranston have closed schools for tomorrow. WPRI.com to get more information. Some communities may make the decision either later tonight or even early tomorrow morning. So stormy tomorrow, better weather by Friday afternoon. Weekend is not bad. Some light snow showers on Saturday and a temperature at 33. So again, it's not all snow. It's some pretty heavy rain as well.
I'm sure those closings will keep coming in too.
Yes.
All right, Tony, thank you.